Next one is prepare calcium sulfate from calcium carbonate and sulfuric acid. Now, this method is not appropriate because we know that calcium sulfate is actually a solid and calcium carbonate is also a solid. It is not possible for us to prepare an insoluble salt from solid reactant because an insoluble layer will form which act as a protective layer to prevent further reaction. Right, so let's break it down like this. So what should we do is we should choose two aqueous reactant. Now there are plenty of choice, but I just choose one of them is calcium nitrate. Very good because all nitrate are soluble, and sulfuric acid. And the equation will be like this. Question C. Now we're going to have zinc sulfate by react zinc nitrate solution and sodium sulfate solution. Well, this is no reaction between two solutions. So what should we do is we can choose neutralization to prepare our salt. For neutralization, sulfuric acid is for sure, but the zinc part you can choose zinc metal or zinc oxide. So I try to use zinc oxide as neutralization. And the equation will be, of course, you can choose zinc metal is okay. Finally is the KCl from potassium to dilute hydrochloric acid. Of course, this is not appropriate because the reaction is explosive, which is dangerous. So what should we do is, again, we use neutralization is a good choice. And the reaction and the equation will be like this. Well, next we move to question 4. The first one is reaction between magnesium carbonate and sulfuric acid. Metal carbonate react with sulfuric acid to form salt and water and CO2. Next is, how can we know that enough calcium or enough magnesium carbonate is added? Okay, this question just means how can we know that the reaction is stopped, or how can we know that magnesium carbonate is in excess? Well, this is easy. When you cannot see any bubble evolve, that means all acid is gone, right? Now, C, okay, I skip this one, okay, you can refer the diagram in your notes. Okay, now, D, why the hot solution allowed to cool down slowly? Oh, easy, because it takes time to the solution to grow up a big crystal. And in reverse, what if the hot solution cool down rapidly? The answer is easy. The crystal formed will be small. Sometimes you can get is powdered form, which is not only the size matter, but if the crystal is small, that means their purity is no good. Okay, E1. Why should not dry the crystal with Bunsen film? Now, first problem is what you want is a hydrated one, but if you heat it under high temperature, what you can get is an hydrous salt. So what should they do? It is easy. Use desiccator. Finally, how come the yield is not 100%? Well, this is easy because there is always product loss in the process. For example, in the solution or maybe washed away. So here we have